right. Well, another week, another problem for Kanye West because he is getting sued for over $4 million. So according to legal documents that were obtained by the Blast, a business manager named Thomas St. John filed a lawsuit against Kanye, claiming he stopped paying a monthly fee agreed upon by the two parties. He claimed that Kanye got nasty and aggressive with him during a recent meeting and that he stopped paying his bills. So St. John says that he was approached by Kanye earlier this year to provide business management, accounting, and taxation services. He was even named as the CFO of Donda. At the time, St. John says he was adamant to Kanye that he wanted a 2-year guarantee to start working for him. They eventually agreed on an 18-month contract, and that contract included a monthly retainer fee of $300,000. So Kanye allegedly called a meeting just weeks after striking the deal to discuss dropping the company. Following the meeting, the company says Kanye failed to pay the remainder of his contract, which included the next 15 months. But he is now suing him for damages for $4.5 million. So a lot to unpack here. I mean, is it interesting that he had a retainer fee of $300,000? Is this like an interesting contract to make, first of all?
Well, I think, before someone wants to get into business with Kanye, he obviously has a history of erratic behavior. They want some sort of guarantee. Now, Donda at the time was Kanye's sports agency. He had a few athletes, and of course, everyone pulled out after his recent anti-Semitic remarks. So the company seems like it's going to go under. So the business manager now is trying to collect, $300,000 a month is a pretty hefty sum, but apparently that's what he was able to negotiate with Kanye. And even though Kanye didn't want a 2-year term, reportedly St. John said he agreed to a 1.5-year or 18-month term, and he only paid 3 of those months. So there's 15 months outstanding.
Mm-hmm. Is it interesting that he's suing him for $4.5 million in damages, considering that's not the amount of money that he's owed?
Well, again, I'm not a mathematician.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like if we take St. John's allegations at face value, if he really is owed for 15 remaining months at $300,000, I think we do get to that 4.5 million number. But again, he's going to have to mitigate his damages. So that means he's got to find other work, look for other jobs, and whatever he would find during this 15-month period would actually offset the amount of money that Kanye would owe him. And of course, we haven't looked at the agreement. It may have a clause that allows termination if the company goes under or for some other type of breach. So really, when it comes to these contractual agreements, the language of the agreement controls. So we'll see what kind of language Kanye's lawyers put in there.
Right. So this is pretty much it could be black and white depending on what was signed in that contract.
Absolutely. If St. John was able to negotiate a guaranteed agreement, payment no matter what, you can't terminate during that 18-month period, and he's probably going to be able to get paid from Kanye. And of course, we'll see how much money Kanye has because he's losing endorsement deals one after another.
Right. So you feel like this one will definitely have to settle depending on what's in that contract?
I think so, Christina. Usually these contracts are pretty clear and black and white, and there's not much room to maneuver. So I would expect the lawyers to get involved and settle this and walk away.
For more news content and exclusive interviews, make sure to hit the sub, like, and bell button down below and visit usmagazine.com.